Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Quarantine Dream Primo's Premier Professional Wrestling. I am JV Vernola, and this match was demanded by the gentleman sitting to my right now. You heard him. Ladies and gentlemen, Chango.
No, cut. Take two, that will never do. Nerd, let me show you how to do your job. Ladies and gentlemen, joining his nerdificated self here at commentary for you, the people. It is the Mad Show. It is the Limb Reaper. It is the artist formerly known as Chango Von Go. You have to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. My royal self here on commentary, because we have a very, very, very scary situation about to unfold that the people needed to be made aware of what is about to take hold.
Indeed, and you didn't even demand that you be featured. You demanded this match specifically, and you're about to speak on this promo, so I'm not going to interrupt.
Yes, I tend to interrupt myself quite a bit, even if not outwardly in my own head. But let's hear what Chango has to say here, because, Chango don't really remember the plot. Let Chango reiterate. Here is the meat and potatoes of the Mad World Bean. Big Guns and Chango, first and foremost, go way back. We've known each other in this business since 2007. That's a long time. That's a lot of personal evolution. And what Chango knows is that Chango and Big Guns are better than the rest of the field. We are the elite. We are the cream of the crop. And it was my responsibility before Big Guns went on deployment to show the people just who Big Guns really is. Because I know that Big Guns is no hero. He is a monster, just like me. Now, I took his cookie because I needed to bring the monster out to play. Because on any given day, Chango could beat Guns, Guns could beat Chango, but on this day, Chango had a very nefarious plot, scheme, plan, call it what you will. Chango was going to bring the monster out in front of the people. Big Guns might get the W today, he might not. But to beat me, he's got to prove me right.
That is quite the nefarious plot, as you called it.
Yes, that's why I did it, nerd. That's what I do. I am Chango, heel life, 2 L's make an H. Shout out to Bossy, super serious sophisticuffs and all that whoop-de-doo. Here's my man.
And here he is, the 303 champion, even
what?
though you said...
Who's holding the 303 title? I believe it's my royal self. I also believe possession is 10/10 of the law, because if you think it's 9/10, Chango might test that jaw.
10/10 it is. You're the 303 champion.
That's right.
Forgive me for misreading the history books.
That's right. History is written by the winners. And who is still currently today in the Quarantine Dream the holder, the commander, the protector of the 303 championship?
If we're going to say the holder, it is you.
Correct, nerd! And riddle me this, Vernola. Chew on this granola. What, pray tell, is the longest held individual championship in Colorado today?
That would be the Primos 303 championship.
Held by who?
You.
Correct! Congratulations, you get to live another round. So now, we have a bunch of talking heads that are getting in the way and trying to muck up the waters instead of the pure game that is afoot. I have taken the good man's shiny thing. The good man needs to show the people that I am right, that he is not the good man, that he is a monster just like my royal self. Monster recognized monster, Vernola. You wouldn't know a thing about that, but when Guns sees Chango and Chango sees Guns, Chango don't like to use, what's the word? Is it line? Cliche. But I'd say an apt comparison would be Batman and the Joker. Two sides of the coin. The level of respect that exists between Guns and my royal self is on a level that no one can understand or comprehend, and that's why I took his title. Because I needed to help him. achieve his full potential, bring the monster to breach the surface. Because that's what Chango does. Chango brings the best out of the monsters, out of the performers, out of the wrestlers, for the people. You may look up from the floor now. You have commentary to do, man. Keep your eye on the ball.
It is what Chango's after. This is just a conduit to get what Chango.
That's right. See, to quote myself, it's just a conduit to elicit the response and get what I want. I've got guns right where I want them. I've got the bull seeing red.
But why, after so long, why did you pick now to make the bull see red? Why did you pick this moment to steal his cookie? Why big gun? I know you said why big guns, monster recognize monster, but
here's why. So let me break this down to your simple nerd terminology so you can understandificate, okay? Guns and Chango is like Godzilla and King Kong. You know, this is a monumental clash of the titans. This man was the Infinity title holder, 4 belts, 4 different promotions. And Chango had a hand in costing him every single one of those titles, including taking the last one by myself, going into business for myself, and taking it from the man. I took it from him.
actually it was Brumach that pinned Big Gun's shoulder to the mat about a month after this, if I recall.
You're losing the plot, man. We'll talk about the big moo later. Right now, the point is, I have taken the Gun's shiny championship after costing him his other 3. He has no shiny titles to hold up and say, I am the champion. I have stripped him of his greatness. Or at least the veneer of the greatness that the stupid sheep only know to respond to. They don't know what it is to be a champion. They just know that this man has the shiny thing. So I took his shiny thing to get his attention and to get the attention of the people. And you know what? It worked. Now I've got the bull frothing at the bit, snorting at the snout. He is ready to charge. He wants to come in for the kill. And I've got him right where I want.
And it looks like you say you have him right where you want him. You left the ring. It looks like he had to call you back into the ring. Is this part of the plot? Is this
Yes, it would look like that to a layman like yourself who hasn't studied Miyamoto Musashi in the Book of the Five Rings, who would show up to a sword duel 45 minutes late on a canoe to elicit the ire of his opponent. You think it's Chango, not checkers, man? You don't think it was part of my plan? You don't think I knew Big Guns was gonna tell me to come back to the ring and fight like a man when I left? Left him standing there holding... No, it's a family show. We won't say what he was holding, but I'll tell you what he wasn't holding. He wasn't holding the 303 title. They had to make a second one and give him a shiny new toy to play with because the big bad Chango took his toy and he couldn't take it back. And that's why none of you will ever be as great as Big Guns and myself, because he knew he could take it back, I knew he could take it back, but none of you idiots understood the plot, understood the depth of the psychology, the elicitation. I'm gonna make the Batman kill.
And the bell has rung. You may make the Batman kill here. You may have also bitten off more than you could chew here. As you said, you could lose to Guns on any given day just as easily as he could lose to you.
It's true. But right now, who's playing into whose hands?
It looks like you have him right where you want him, especially as he chases you around the ring here and he falls privy to those stomps and blows to the spine right there. You're right, he did fall right into your trap right there, but just as easily, he was able to reverse it.
Yes, this is true. This is, like I said, the elite, the cream of the crop competitor here in Colorado. And that, of course, he has the ability to turn it on a dime, but that's why I take my time. I leave the ring and make sure he does it doing my thing. We're not playing the Guns game, we're playing the Chango game.
But wouldn't you think after all this time that Guns is familiar with you and knows the kind of game you are going to play, and maybe he just wants you to think that he's falling into your plot, falling into your game, anything along those lines?
You know, that would be a very real concern if Chango had not truly... I got him. I got him where it hurts. I know that I have truly pierced the flesh of his heart, his passion, all of that. I have taken from him what he has rightfully earned, and he is a true American hero, man. This man lays his body on the line for this country and for the people, and he will not let such injustice lie. This man is too morally incorruptible to do so. So he, by default, by the definition of his psyche, cannot play the strategic game with Chango here. He must avenge the wrong done.
And he looks like he's got vengeance on his mind with that flying crossbody there. Off the ropes, has you up now. Big power slam right there.
Yes, a lot of power behind that slam indeed. And you know, when you're dealing with the best of the best, you gotta tip your hat to the other guy from time to time. Sometimes they make a play, sometimes they're just better on that given moment, that given exchange. And Big Guns is as good as it gets. I can't say that I can control the action. All I can do is dictate the psychology, dictate the headspace that the man's in, so that when the moment comes, he charges in, he sees red, and he makes that fatal mistake.
What happens if he doesn't make that fatal mistake, or if you can't handle that rage?
Well, then we get to see a show, because then I'm still right, because you know what happens? Then he gets his hands on Chango, and then he loses his cool because he's finally got his man dead to rights, and he shows all these people that I am right.
You might be right, but it looks like he just took you to a suplex party right there.
Oh yes, I love this kind of party. You know, I tend to get thrown out of these sort of affairs, but with Big Guns there, I think I might stay a while.
Guillotine leg drop there, 2 count, able to kick out.
The other thing you need to understand, Vernola, is I'm a hard-headed kind of a so-and-so, and I enjoy a good scrap, a good sophisticuff. There's no feeling that tells you you're alive, like tasting the blood in your mouth after you have been punched by a man who feels in his bones that he deserves to hit you. Once you have hunted man, no other game tastes as sweet.
Did you just say hunt man?
Yes. I quoted Hemingway, nerd. Read a book or something.
I was... Moving on. Surprised you knew what to say. And actually, no.
What was the... Yes. Hey, speaking to the microphone, old chap. Now, do you want to talk about the matter at hand?
Yes, we can talk about the matter at hand, as you see Guns concentrating on the spine right there, bow and arrow hold.
Yes, but you notice that he breaks the hold to inflict more instantaneous damage. This is a man seeing red, man. The bull thinks he's got the kill. He's got the meal lined up. He's overconfident, and he's over expending energy. He's over emotionally reacting to the moment, man. And I'm baiting him in right here. Look at this. Brilliant psychology by my royal self, if I do say so myself, and I do.
I honestly can't disagree with you right here, and it has nothing to do with the fact that you were less than 3 feet away from me. We are violating all kinds of social distancing here at Quarantine Dreams right now.
Well, you know, no comment. Back to the matter at hand.
Chango on the ropes. All that rage being dispensed by Big Guns. The forearm right there to the head. And Chango, you are a man who's been in an octagon, has been in a real fight, you told me at one point you were in the Battle of Seattle.
That's right, I was in the Battle of Seattle, 153 combative sports, fights, competitions, call it what you will. I've been in the fighting pits of Peru, the cages of Brazil, the mats of Japan. I've been all over, man, and I love the taste of my own blood, and nobody brings the heat quite like Guns, but there's an overzealous counter into the armbar.
Indeed, you were able to withstand that storm of forearms lefts and rights, and just when he thought he had you, you were able to pull him into an armbar, trying to get the pin there.
He goes for the stack, old chap, but I've kept on the arm like a dog on a bone, because when you've got a man like Guns dead to rights, you don't let him go because you may not get the opportunity again.
Again, having this stack there, forcing you to break the hold that time was Big Guns Justin Andrews.
Yes, yes.
But he is definitely on the defensive right now. You were just dropping bombs on Justin Andrews right now, seeing if he can weather this storm.
Oh, he can weather the storm, all right. This is a man who has the psychological makeup of a wounded tiger. The more you hit him, the more ferocious and dangerous he becomes. And that's just Chango's game. I want the most vicious, the most evil, the most nefarious Big Guns of all time, and I just may bring it out of him, old chap.
Indeed you may. This is definitely a tenacious, tough man, as you alluded to. This is a man who had his back broken by an improvised explosive device. May have just had it broken again there by that spear.
See how Chango does not go for the kill. Does not go for the pin even though I've got my man down. It's because this is a deeper game afoot, man.
I was going to say definitely flexing that psychological advantage you have over most of your opponents at this time. He knows you have him where you want him right now. You're just toying with him at this point with the knee strikes and the monkey roll.
Wrong again, nerd! I'm not toying with him at all. I am very precisely and strategically bringing the animal out. Bringing the kill out, because notice, I have him down again, and this is not the actions of a house cat playing with his food, darling. This is the action of the doctor bringing the monster creation to life. I have him down. I have him doubting himself. I have him feeling broken. Now I bring the object of his affection into his eyes. I bring the animal full bear. The full moon is here, and I spit on the title to show him that this is about something bigger. This is about proving that you are a monster, sir, just like me.
Incredible act of disrespect right there. A calculated act of disrespect, but Guns all the same. At least 5 or 6 rights there had you down on your knees right into a Taliban killer. This could be it right here. Cover 1, 2, and I am just as shocked now as I was a year ago when you kicked out of that.
You know, Chango don't go down easy, old chap. And what kills another man does not kill a Chango.
And we know that that has put down many a competitor here, from Hunter Gray to Damon Ace, you name him, he has put him down with that Taliban killer, but not you, not today.
That's right, because this is about something deeper, more meaningful. I draw deeper in the well. I want his best. You see, he's trying to break Chango's neck there.
Beautiful tombstone there, too. Able again to kick out.
Yes, because he is not giving me the performance that I require before I allow the lion to have his kill. He may eat this day. He may have his chance to have his shiny thing back, because it's about something deeper. It's about the bringing the monster out that I know is inside of this man, that he deserves to let free. He does not need to lessen himself for these people.
Lessen himself for these people. I doubt that Justin Andrews has ever lessened himself, lessened his effort, any of that for these people. And another Taliban killer right there. That cutter has
That's
you
right.
down.
And look what he did. He brought me up. I've got him. I have brought the animal out. He has me dead to rights, and it's not enough.
And a third one right there.
He is now showing the people the viciousness that exists inside.
He could be. He broke that count there himself. You
That's
could have
right.
very easily have been down there for 3. I'm, again, beginning to believe you when you say you're bringing the monster out.
That's right. Way to catch up to the plot, Vernola, because what I am showing here is that I was right all along. Big Guns has let the monster loose, and look at him.
A second tombstone.
Glorious. It feels so good. It is so beautiful.
And he's...
Let me up again. Why would a man do that?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Chango.
Because I've said from the beginning. Big Guns is no mere man. Monster recognize monster, and Big Guns is a monster just like me. Because look what I have brought from the depths of destruction.
But you have him in that hold again. Wait, he was tapping, but the referee was counting 3. I don't know what the hell is going on right now.
The final piece of my plan has come to fruition. For the referee, inexperienced and poor-eyed as he is, could not see that before his hand hit on the 3, Big Guns tapped out to me. Big Guns knows it. The people, see the people on the side pointing, you tapped out, you tapped out. They know that I beat him. They know that I brought the monster out and then had him fair, dead to rights. The referee missed it, so now the final step is in play. The final piece of the puzzle, the monster. You want your shiny belt, or do you want to hold your moral standard? It looks to me like he's taking a tainted victory there to regain his title, which just means that Chango was right all along.
I have no counter for that. He had you pinned to the mat.
Look at the body language. Tell me Chango is wrong. That does not look like the man that is holding both titles. That does not look like a man that has conquered the day. That does not look like the hero that has vanquished the evil. That looks like the hero that knows he has succumbed to it.
Folks, for Chango, I am JV Vernola. We will see you next time with another Quarantine Dream.